before you die!
Oh, I know. Freaky deaky, right?
Burying the X, tell us a little bit about the film and what attracted you to it.
What I liked about it was it's a comedy. I approached it that way. Comedy that happens to be a horror film. It has 2 strong female roles in it, which is unusual for this genre. And I really liked the characters, and I really liked the humor of the screenplay. And it was something that was very small. It's not a huge movie. It only takes place in a couple of locations. It has a small cast. But it was like a kind of a funny chamber drama to me. And I think because the cast in this movie is so appealing, that it's really a lot of fun to watch.
We've come around to a spot where the movies that you and your contemporaries were making 40 or more years ago have become the mainstream movies. Your B movies are now B movies.
That's true.
Talk a little bit about that process.
Well, I don't think I personally had anything to do with that. I think the fact is that when pictures like Star Wars and Jaws were being made and sort of transforming the business, they were all based on movies that the filmmakers had seen when they were kids. Star Wars is Flash Gordon. Jaws is The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Raiders of the Lost Ark was made based on serials that Steven Spielberg liked when he was a kid. And so that was their way of reinterpreting stuff that was in their past. And now I think people today are reinterpreting things that they saw in their past. And so what's interesting to me is that in today's business, there's such the idea of remaking and recycling is not just like make something new that's sort of like something before. Let's just make it over. And so I'm not so sure that there are so many projects that really need to be recycled in that way.
Superman was made within 6 years of the last.
I think that's true, and I think that there may be a lot of people who regret the way that Superman thing worked out, and I think there may be some people who regret the way the Spider-Man thing worked out by not waiting long enough. If you want to make another Spider-Man movie, then make a new one, but don't reboot the old one when it's only 6 years old. You know, I mean, let's do another Spider-Man movie and add another character. Let's do something cool. And I think that's fine. I have nothing against remakes, believe me. I mean, some of my favorite movies are remakes. But we've just gotten into a cycle where originality is suspect. And I think that's dangerous for the film business because audiences they're not going to just keep eating up the same stuff over and over. They're going to want it to be different. They want something new.
Talk a little bit about technology because you have worked with and seen come and go just about every kind of technology, both inside the theaters as well as the technology that one shoots with. You've worked with all of it. Tell me a little bit about what technology means over the course of the cinematic.
Well, technology has changed the business completely. It's not only changed the way we shoot the films, it's changed the way we project the films, and it's also changed the way we make the films. People don't understand really how much CGI enhancement there is in a general movie. They think, oh, look, it's a scene where there's a guy in a house and a sky. Well, they don't realize that the house isn't there, the sky isn't there. These are all things that couldn't have been done years ago. And they're done in a way that's kind of undetectable. It's only when that becomes the reason to make the movie and the characters take a second seat to it that I think it becomes a little damaging. And that people don't just go to the movie only for spectacle. The reason they go, they want characters, they want a story they can relate to, and they want a resolution. They don't necessarily want a third act that runs 30 minutes and has 2 guys battling on top of a girder hanging from a helicopter when all what they really want is to see the story resolved.
Joe Dante, thank you so much. I appreciate it.